I'm starting a fresh recording on the YouTube for Alicia's. So we're going to go down here. We're going to start with Tarot of the Unfolding Path for Minnie for Alicia. What does she need to know? I'm getting strongly a key coming to mind. A key. It looks like a really beautiful skeleton key. Old, like you find it in the craft store. It would look like a decorative skeleton key. What is it that you're looking for, this key right now? Because that's what it is. What's the key information? What do you need to know? What's the key? What's giving you access? Going in a circle. Same deck, second deck. Let's see what's in the center here. You're holding on too tight to something. There's something about fear of not having enough. And like, this is a fear of lack, greedy, holding on too tight. And sometimes overprotecting the heart. What's going right through here? I want to see. Ooh, okay. What are we navigating? This is coming through very oracle. Very oracle. This is supposed to be the Three of Wands here, but it's coming through very oracle. And as I'm looking at this, it's this wheel that's really got me. It's almost as if the Wheel of Fortune, you know, when you crank and crank. Say your power steering goes out, if you've ever had that. You crank and crank the wheel. It's really hard. And it's almost like you have to take the hands. Okay, all right. It's Jesus take the wheel. You have to take your hands off a little bit. You have to let go a little bit. It's Jesus take the wheel right now for you. And that's a big thing. What's coming in is the duplicate here. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's why I like reading duplicate decks. It's why I have so many. I love seeing this. Oh my gosh. Universe trying to give you something. Jesus take the wheel. This is Six of Coins. It's like when you're gripping, finally let go. The universe is going to drop other things in for you to be able to receive. The key is to loosen up. The key is to trust. The key is to let go of fear and be patient right now. Jesus take the wheel time. Now, you can believe whatever belief system you want. I'm not here to convert anyone to any religion or any particular school or idea of thought, but I am here to encourage you to trust that the universe has you in whatever way that you want to believe into that, whatever way you want to lean into that. Know that it has you. It always does. It always has. We see all this chaos, fuckwittery on earth, and we think, what's going on? It's crazy. And we get a little uptight and tense and we can't do anything. When we let go and just breathe, we're allowed to flow through much easier. Going forward. We're getting a month here. 6-month mark coming in at the Lovers right here. So say we're in October, because we're practically there. October, November, December, January, February, March. This will be the March card here, the Lover's energy of March. Heart's desire, something new, that you're coming to a new path, a new fork in the road is going to come through. March. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's look in the in-between for a minute. I'm going to slam this back down. Here's the Lover, following heart's desire. Trust yourself to let go of old and outdated things and to move forward and flow. King of Cups here, and he's like surfing on the throne. Big Kahuna, very detached from what was the old. Had to hold on so tight. Finally, it's just like, surrender in the good way. Letting go, release, surrender. Like, okay, fine. Whatever it is you want to bring, because I can't get there any faster. That's surrender. I can't get there any better, just bring it. Guide me, let me go. This is how you got it. It is big. Queen of Coins coming here. You're going to know exactly what you need to do with this gift that you're getting. This gift feels like it's coming in August. Excuse me, October. We already did August. In October. We're in March here. So what is this? This has got to be November, December. This has got to be January, February. It's unevenly distributed energy. So let it come in surges. Let it come in sporadically. Let it enter in whatever way it's going to enter in. Hermit card coming through. We've got March. Then we've got this new energy. Things are picking up in speed. Wow. Oh, gosh, dang. Holy cow. You've got the Lovers here in March. We already established this was March for whatever reason. All the daily grind and small stuff is happening before then. Then you got major. Boom. You've got the Lovers. You've got the Hermit, introspection, the new light, going your own way, going your own path. The Chariot, accelerated speed because of the spiritual growth. This won't accelerate unless you have the spiritual growth, unless you have balance. This will be required. This is summer. This is all through summer. Then you get the High Priestess. We've got August here on the other side of October. This is less than a year of a spread, less than a year of time. But what's coming through is from now through the holidays, you got to kind of release, let go, surrender. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't micromanage yourself. Allow flow. Okay, Lucy. Lucy's in the house and she's showing me the card of temperance. Allow flow. This is something you're mastering, something you're learning energetically, alchemically. It's like the first half of this is in one cup, and the second half, where the majors kick in, is the second receiving, because you're more receptive, and so things are magnified and amplified as you go forward. Don't worry if it doesn't seem to be all clickety click 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 by what you can understand now. There's things you're going to understand at the turn of the year that you would have no way of understanding now. So it's like sometimes we get so impatient and get really wanting to be ahead of ourselves, and we can't be. Let it be what it is. Okay, anything else in the center of this for now for her? Again, this Jesus take the wheel thing. It's a card of surrendering to the divine. Whatever that is in yours. The High Priestess knows the truth of a thing, and the old wisdom that you have acquired with age and through the ages is wanting to come through in this harvest season. The High Priestess knows the truth of a thing, and this is where the gift is coming through. This is the October, this is next August, but she's already pushing things. It's like if she were in the room with this one, she'd pull that pillow or that sack right down so all of it would spill out, so there would be more openness and ready to receive, not this frantic grabbing, and holding tight. She'd yank this. It's like almost feeling the rug pulled out from under you in a really beautiful way. And it doesn't feel bad. It's a little bit of a surprise. You know when you accidentally misjudge space and like, I don't know anybody that hasn't done this. You go to sit down and the chair is a little bit further back and you land on your ass and it's like, oh. And when you can have humor about that instead of worrying about being embarrassed, it's like, fuck, yeah, I should have known better. That kind of thing. The High Priestess is going to be teaching you in ways that throw off your balance. You're going to be learning balance later as you go around that in the year. But what else? You have to surrender. Now, there is something that you are having legacy and breakthrough coming through. This is big time, big time. The harvest and the legacy. The resources that you should have are there. You don't have to hold. The more you try and hold tight, the worse it is for you. The more you surrender. And I'm not saying squander your money when it comes to literal coins and stuff, but I'm not saying be the Grinch or Scrooge either. I'm saying realize money is a substance that flows. Time is the resource you can't get back, right? But all of your resources and your energetic currency are things that you need to be able to use in a way that flows. Sometimes you'll need to yield up and give up a minute or an hour in a way that you didn't expect. Sometimes you need to fight to protect that hour. With our coins likewise, but more so with energetic currency. The energetic currency that you send out, the thoughts you send out, where you spend your energy, how you spend your vibe is huge, huge, huge. And it's coming in legacy, legacy, legacy. The laughing at yourself, and I'm getting this, the chair or the rug pulled out from under you, but in a way that makes you laugh at yourself is a good thing. Anything else you need to know for the fall? This isn't a full year, but you are dealing in the daily grind for the harvest season and through the end of the year. And then the major arcana comes in so strong. When you have these four coming in after March next year, that's big. So that's when big spiritual change is happening for you. For now, for you, getting through the daily grind is sufficient. It's sufficient. Remember, you're the Batman. The Page of Coins has studied and knows really well what's going on, knows their gift, knows their skills, and gets ready to offer, gets ready to offer more. Huge difference in holding too tight or offering up. You're learning that offering up in the way that suits you is the great thing for you to do. That's the completion of it. The lives that you have had before and the age that you put on in past life situations, it will help you temper this out. It's not a straight up temperance lesson as much as it is an alchemy of what's going on. Learning to alchemize the daily realm in the way of balance, flow, priestess energy. You know the magic that you've got. You understand what you need to do. You understand how to let go and release and how to invite more flow in. And that's what you're learning to do. That's complete. That's gorgeous. And this is the tarot of the unfolding path. So that's what's in the wheel around you. It's almost like you got a less than a year, like a 6 to 9 month preview going on. That's what came through. So that's what I got for you, honey. That was gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Absolutely. Absolutely. Your energetic currency is more important than the actual currency for you right now. And it's all to do with the emotional lessons, all to do with how you balance, how you stand for yourself, hold your boundary without being overly defensive or overly is a good thing for you to start practicing and walking in. You can hold on to what you need to hold on to for time and prioritize what you need to do for time without having to war with somebody else. So that's what I got. You love it? This is emotional lessons. You're welcome, honey. You are so, so welcome. So that one is recorded, so I will upload that. I don't always upload the micros and the minis as the show starts, but we've got this going for you. So no problem, no problem. So that's what we've got. I don't know why that is making so much noise. I'm not sure. I've got do not disturb on that. I don't know why it's making blinkety weird noises. Not sure what that's about. So hopefully that's a good thing. So yeah, that's what we got. Let me get some water and we'll just keep rocking and rolling. I'm glad you loved it, honey. I'm so glad. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Steph, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, let's see what else is going on. I think the list is clear right now. A TikTok universe. Holy cow, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey there, Brandy. I just got seeing Crystal earlier. Hey there. You guys probably will laugh till the cows come home. I have nephews that are twins, and as far as I can tell, I'm going to call them both each other's name for the rest of their natural lives. I'll try to get the right one. It's a 50-50 shot, right? So, okay. So, that's what we've got. Okay, the list is clear as far as you know. Okay, I'm going to go into this stained glass tarot, and I'm going to read you the second stanza. And I'm going to do it for Brandy because she just came in and she's in here regularly. But we're going to just pull a card, and I'm going to read you the second stanza of the poem in the book, whatever it is. We're going to play that because it's just beautifully done. No, I'm not getting a kickback or paid for having this promoted, but it's just so gorgeous. It's okay. I call my daughter your cat's name. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles coming through in this one. Look how gorgeous that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Can you see it? Okay, I'm going to get the book. And I'm going to read. There's a whole poem. I'm not going to read the whole poem and bore you. But what I've noticed in looking at this book is the second stanza really draws me in. So we're going to the 10 of Pentacles. Here's the book. Clear to the back is where the Pentacles are in this book. We're at the 2. We're going to the 10. Won't take me long. 10 of Pentacles. The second stanza of the poem says, ancestral homes with stories untold, a family of honor brave and bold, pride of place engraved in stone, for all to see and all to know. This is something about heritage, history, lineage, all of this legacy. We know this in this card, but this is for you to share with others, part of your family history, part of your own history. We have our bio families and we have the history that we have with them. And there's also stories that are deeper, that are forgotten, that we don't always get to. If you have your great aunt Myrtle or Matilda or Mildred or whoever it is, I'm getting M, whatever this is. This M person knows many, many stories that would be helpful, and they might reveal some stories. Now, I don't know if this is a literal or if she's on the other side. I don't know. I'm only pulling one card and looking at a stanza. It is the great aunt Myrtle, Mildred, Matilda, whatever it is, that energy. This is the legacy. There's a story it feels like a story that's a family history story. That's an interesting legacy that gives you a better understanding of not just your role in the family dynamic in your family of origin, but in the broader spectrum. This is a story that might be not about your parent when they were parenting you, but might be about your parents as they were children. Yeah, wander down the stairs, wander down the stairs. I'm getting directions in my house. Wander down the stairs to the old secretary, which is a piece of furniture that's a beautiful, beautiful cabinet. It's called the old secretary, but I'm getting the old lady. I'm getting Matilda, Mildred, Myrtle as the secretary. She's written something down about a time and place. It's like my sister and I visited my dad, and we found out that my grandmother, who died before we were even born, died when my dad was a teenager, actually had her pilot's license. And it made me kind of surprised, but for my sister, it was a huge, like, what? She had a pilot's license? And it totally lit her up to find this. It could be Mary. I'm getting M name. So it could be Mary. I get old-fashioned names. Mary is as old as it comes, but it's always, always relevant. So it could be. You might want to check it out and see if there's a story that it feels like in the previous generation about, and it's just like a quirky detail. It's not, It's not the be-all, end-all of the universe, but it might change your perspective as much as my sister learning my grandmother could fly a plane and was a pilot blew her mind. So that's what we've got. That's what came through. So, yeah, your great aunt is a Melody, and she's passed. Yeah, check them both. Ask them both. Whoever steps forward, you'll know the difference. You'll know. All I'm getting is M name, and that's as much as I've got. But that was like one card from the stained glass, and the poetry here, guys, is gorgeous. It's just absolutely, it's beautifully written poetry, but it's long, and I'm not going to read the whole poem, but the second stanza, to me, is where there's a lot of meat in here, and I don't know why. Maybe the poet like gets to get in his groove for the first stanza, and the second one is where he really shifts into gear. That's what it feels like so far. But I've had this all of a hot less than 24 hours, but I love it, love it, love it. And you can see I've already inked and got this going. So yeah, that's what I got going on. So, all right, I'm going to do my little commercial real quick and let you guys know what's going on. Here's the paid list. Here's what's going on. $20 for a blind, $30 for a year ahead, $30 for a mini, $40 for a full. And these are the bones, the crystal ball, or if I tend to read off the hourglasses, you can see the hourglasses in the back and over there. Yeah, those will read like the crystal ball too. If I do those with tarot, then I'll do that. So that's what I'll be doing. And then past lives, of course, those are 50. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, the E comes before the I. Commercial over. All right, we can handle that. We can handle that. Yeah, the stained glass tarot deck, gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a second one. Even though it's, the only thing I would say is tricky about this is the way it comes on camera because there's so much black in it, but that's what makes the colors look so poppy and beautiful also. I mean, look. Look, look, look. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So hopefully, I wish my lighting would let you guys see it as good as I do here. Gorgeous. So a little bit pippy on some cards, but most cards, if you look deeper, they're beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I might as well call him on the phone and say, babe, I need one inked in like the blue, of course. In the background, you can see, yeah, yeah, on the backs of the cards. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, if you pay for a reading, let Kim know because she'll keep me on task. And if you've got questions, we can go over some things. I did want to ask, I think I might do a tarot show or pop into the room of resonance and do like maybe a late night hop on or something like that and let you guys see what's going on in there. Maybe we'll do some drumming. Maybe we'll do some chatting or something like that. I'm not sure, but we'll just see. He just sighed and rolled his eyes at you. He's driving a truck right now, but if he's catching any of it, I'd be surprised. But yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on. But I was thinking of going in the residence room. When I was at that wedding, my stepmom said, well, what's this deal with singing bowls? And interestingly, I have a stepsister that's my same age. We went to school together. And she had singing bowls. And my stepmom is like, I just don't get it. Now, my stepmom has a different kind of wiring in her brain. She's very much organized, knows a lot of things. Singing bowls don't work like you would play a piano. They just don't. They aren't like the musical instrument in that way. I said what they do is they kind of get you aligned. They help align you. Do I want to do pinches? I could do pinches. You could just feel him, Kim. Oh, okay. Chad, yeah, we can do charms by the pinch. Let me look. I was explaining this to one of my little nieces, but just give me a second. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to see my backside for a minute. But okay, we'll get it. We'll go right here. Woo-hoo. Okay. So charms will sometimes read in a kind of a Lenormand fashion. If we want to do charms by the pinch, I'll shake up the charms. They're all in here. And we'll do $10 by the pinch. So you can choose how many pinches you want. So we can do that. I'm just reading where you guys are saying hi to each other, and I think that's great. So yeah, we can do charms by the pinch, and some of these are like pinches that are like charms that you would find in other things. Some of these are charms that I've thrown in that are my own things with like, okay, key. If you guys are familiar, you're familiar. That's a very, very big key. If you see other things, I have a ring in here that looks like it was a CZ kind of wedding ring looking thing. It looks like the ring in Lenormand land, so that's in there. So charms, $10 by the pinch. Tell Kim what's going on. Or if Chad's running what's going on, tell Chad what's going on. So is Kim still here? Did she have to step away for a minute? Carol Ann, $10 a pinch. Okay, Carol Ann. I'm not going to look. I'm just going to feel and grab a pinch. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. Let's cover it up and see. This one wants to call me first. This is the bright idea. Now, if you guys can see this, I'm going to hold this so you can see. It's the bright idea. It's a light bulb. This is what this is. It's a brilliant idea. If you're thinking Ace of Wands, this is a bright idea. New knowledge, new epiphany. Let's see what's going on here. We've got the ring that I just told you about, a contracted ring, the clove, the spice that you need, extra seasoning, and this is something about protection also coming through. I'm going to lift this up. Protection also comes through with this clove energy. There's something where this protects from pestilence is what I'm getting. If you take this in the spiritual sense, the scent of cloves that you would put in like Christmas wassail, in orange juice, in tea, in cinnamon and nutmeg, in horchata, in whatever it is. This is something that gets your circulation going and also helps create pestilence away. So this is giving spiritual stuff away, helps you remember, helps almost like ginger and stuff in a chai tea, helps you remember, get refreshed with yourself once again, refreshed with yourself with your contract that you have. There's a soul contract that wants to come through that's really, really important for you. I'm going to switch it down so you can see. This is that ring. This is that ring that I told you. This is a contract. It's something circular that comes around again. And then what we have here, oh my goodness. I don't know if I can show this one well enough. This is the mouse, and it's hard for you guys to see. I'm putting it on my finger. But this is the mouse, or like the rat. The mice in the Lenormand take away a little bit at a time. If you're self-sabotaging, you're taking away from your soul's contract. This is the pest, that the pestilence was coming through on that clove that I was telling you need to take away. I didn't even know that's what it was. I have to look at them close up because I don't have my bifocals on. But that's what's coming through. So don't let self-sabotage, don't let something be taken away, eaten away, or scurried away. No, no, no. There's a need for travel coming up. Now, this one I can see very clearly. This is the airplane. That's coming up in the near future. This is travel. This is more beyond holiday time. This might be somewhere around November, December. There's something as far as travel. This is something where you have to travel. This is a recommitment to self, what you want to do, what you want to gain, and this bright idea for inspiration. If you travel, there will be inspiration. This is a card of scissors. Now, if you think in modern times, this would come through as a hairdresser or seamstress, but what I'm getting actually is sculptor. So this is how you're reforming clay. It's like, okay, yes, yes, okay. What I'm getting here is somebody's just giving you a whole big brick of clay. Think about like junior high where you're learning multiple different crafts and arts and blah, blah, blah. And you've got this brick of clay. It's time for you to carve out and mold, carve out and mold, carve out and mold again. These scissors aren't saying hairdresser to me. They aren't saying seamstress. What these scissors are saying to me is sculpt. It's time to see what is there in that brick of clay and carve it out. Very, very interesting. Ooh, we're running the river. No. She is running the river. It's almost like think Flash Gordon or some of the superheroes when they flash super fast. She's running the river and all you're seeing is the spray behind her. You're barely seeing Nell at all. This is coming up as saying run the river, run the river. When you get the inspiration, it sparkles, and the splash behind you is just as important. Run with the idea that you have. Run with the brilliance that you have that's coming towards you. If you feel encouraged to seek something out, run the river, run the river. Twice you're getting screws coming through. You're getting this screw, like typical screw, and then this hook and eye kind of screw that you would hang pictures, hang your vision. You need to really adhere yourself to what's going on. Now, that's not a Lenormand type of charm. That's an Angie threw it in the charms in the pinches. Fix yourself to what this vision is. It's coming in more and more clear for you. This is the kind of the time frame we've got. Once you've got it, it's like locked in. Then go, 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 go for it. Go for it. This is big, important for you. Yeah. Fix a you know when you're hanging things, and I am not the world's best hanger-upper of things, but you know when you need to put a sinker in the wall and into the drywall, or you need to knock on the wall till you find the stud, like the board, right? Then you can put the screw in really deep and really true, and it holds. When you have got this brilliant idea that comes through, this one, then you let yourself be strongly affixed to it, okay? That's what I've got for your pinch. Holy smokes. That was super fun. That was super fun. Okay. That's what I got for you, sweetie. Okay. Kim, if you let me know who's next, I lost complete track, and I'll shake these up and I'll get some water. And then we'll do whoever was next. I totally lost track. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing Deborah, but I'm not seeing an order, so let me look. Kim might know. Diane, 2 pinches. Okay. Diane, 2 pinches. I'm just trusting Kim on this, and we will sort it out and check it out in a minute. 2 pinches. Okay, I wanted to swirl that around. So we're gonna swirl, and I'm not looking, guys. Ooh, 2024, 2025. Don't know what's going on here. This is big. Everything that's the little shit that you're hammering in here is bigger here. This is a lot going on in this back end of the year, and it's hammered in. There's a key and a contract coming in here. Now look how this came in. It came in like this. I'm going to scooch this over so you can see it. Flip this down so you can see it. 2024, 2025. Yours is really big in the next few months. Holy shitballs. Okay, I'm going to look at this. There's something that's the gift of the music, the way you get the frequency. It needs to be in harmony coming forward. This is the scissors coming through, and this is just coming through as cut. Get clarity, cut. You're not getting sculptor energy on this one. You're getting the scissors that say cut, 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 cut. New news is coming through. There's the rider energy or the horse coming through here. And then be industrious in the work that you do. You have what is here coming through as the bee. Let me see if I can show this well enough. I don't know if I can show it to you well enough. To me, this is being very busy. You're going to like 8 of Wands energy. You're getting your ducks in a row, lining things up, lining things up, lining things up. You're very, very industrial. Again, the harmony is coming through. There's something that is a third harmonic that needs to come in. You need to make plans to have more than just the duet. There's a third. It's a chord. Has 3 notes in it that are really good. You need the third. The third element needs to come in. That's what's coming in here. We've got the owl and we've got the fish coming in. I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see. The owl here and the fish here. You need to pick the bones of a thing. And this fish is making me go to Thanksgiving. Like when you strip down the bones after Thanksgiving and you tear off the meat off the turkey and you make maybe a turkey casserole the next day after the holiday. You still clean off the bird, right? This is pick the bones of the thing. There's something else to it. There's something more in the resources. You need to go down to the bone of the thing. There's a new start coming through. This is the rabbit going forward. There's new start, new prolificness coming through. There's wisdom that profligates, I don't know, multiplies is the word that I'm getting coming through. There's a climb that you're getting prepared to do. This one is taking you towards here, as is this. This is towards January. You're getting prepared. Right here, we're in November land. Right here, we're going towards January. We got the owl in here twice. Is that really real? Yeah, that's really real. I want you to be able to see this. So I'm going to hold these up here so you can see. I know they're small. Hopefully I can. That's the only bummer with charms and these damn nails is they're small. But you can see, double on the owls. You're getting 2 wisdom lessons. It's why you have to pick the bones clean. It's why it multiplies. There's something to be looking for feathers. I would be on the lookout for feathers now, but I would be on the lookout for feathers in November. Big time, big time, big time. They're going to lead you forward. Now, going down here, you have the star and you also have the snake. There is healing elixir coming through. In this holiday season for you, something is healing for you, and there is wisdom coming forward. And then the paperclip. Now, this isn't a charm. This is just regular paperclip, but it came through with the pinch. It's, is it Joshua Caddison, Staple It Together, Call It Cold Weather, something like that. I don't know if that's from Banana Pancake Song or what. It's putting the 2 things together. You're taking the back end of 2024, stapling all those lessons like in a packet and putting it forward into 2025. That's what I've got. That's what's coming through in the charm for you. I don't know what that's about. You will know. You will know. Take the crispness of the November nights as a time to pause. Take the crispness of November nights, particularly the week just prior to Thanksgiving and after. You've got a week that isn't on the calendar straight up. You've got at least 8 days in there that isn't how you would put it. It's not the 2-week span of time, but it's sliding around in there. And it's those time frames. You've got 8 days where you need to take the wisdom by the stars at night. That's what I've got for you. That's complete. Holy smokes. That's wow. That's really, really wow. Okay, we're going to throw those all back in, and then we'll see what else we've got coming up next. Okay. That's the charms reading, guys. All right. Next, Athena, 1 pinch. Okay. Athena, 1 pinch. What are we getting this for? What are we getting this for? Why are we getting this arch? There's an arch and there's an entry you need to be going through. There's something about, you're looking at the rainbow, but you don't have the bottom parts of it. You're looking at just the main part of the bow. There's an arch. Something else needs to be grounded in here for you. Now we're going to pinch. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. There's what we got, and this one slid way out of shot, but it's the kernel of corn. Now, that's not in everything. Now, look at this. Here's this little tiny, tiny ring. It's not the same ring that was there before. Again, rings are contracts, soul contracts, things that you're committed to, hugely, hugely committed to. You need to be doing some writing right here. We got the ring here and the writing here. This feather is coming through like a pen, like it's time to pick up the quill and write. This isn't you seeing feather, seeing feather, seeing feather. This is you need to be doing journaling. You need to be writing. You need to be making your list. You need to be getting clear about what your priorities are. And you need to do it pen to paper, not typety type. No, 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 no typety type. You need to connect your thoughts through your hand, old school ways. Write it out. Write it out. Whether it's your 3 priorities for the day or the journal, I don't know what it is, but you need to be writing it. And it's important for you. Then here we have like what looks like the clothespin. I don't know if you guys can see this well enough. I'm going to try and get this. It looks like the clothespins that you would hang the laundry on the line, but it's got this kind of like this scissor handle. It's really weird, but the scissor handle is just how you would hang the charm. The charm itself is the clothespin. It's hanging the laundry. Wow. Oh, okay. All right. So what we're getting here, oh, it's going to make me do this puzzle thing. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Hopefully I got it right. They want me to try again. Let me try it with the stylus. See if I can get it. Sorry, guys. Come on over. There we go. Okay. So the clothespin here, I'm going to flip this down again. This clothespin here, right here. This is just to hang the charm from a necklace, but the clothespin itself is what it is. And I was getting references to laundry, laundry, laundry. It's not that you have to air out all your dirty laundry, but you have to wash something to clean it. It's telling me there's something that's coming through for you that is a cleanse. Sometimes people do a physical cleanse. Maybe they're going to be doing a juicing cleanse, whatever. But whatever it is, it needs washed. There is a cathartic thing, and there's something about laundry, something about old that needs washed, rewashed, looked at again. And you need to wash it through with a narrative, a new story. That's what the pen is doing right by the clothesline. Now, if we look a little bit further on here, we've got 2 swans, and this is coming through. And this isn't coming through as lover's energy. This is coming through as almost like a mother-daughter energy in these swans or flamingos, or call them what you will. Birds, big bird, little bird. It's something, and it feels very strongly to me like this is something about mother wound. Now, you might know what this is. You might not know what this is, but it feels like there's business that's unfinished, unsettled business. This would indicate there's unsettled business from the past regarding the mother that needs to be looked at again, and the story needs reframed. Sidebar to that. Just a sidebar. I'll share this from the personal. If you've heard it before, so sorry. So my mom used to hang clothes on the line at my grandma's house. And one day we went out to Grandma's house, and Mom and I are hanging the laundry on the line. And I'm telling Mom, that's not how Grandma taught me to do it. And she's like, no, it has to be creative laundry. Her need to defy her own mother was hugely strong in that. Hugely strong. Like, screw Grandma's way of doing this. I'm going to do it my way. Okay, fine. So there might be some of that that also comes through. As far as what you're doing, this way, a need to defy, but this interesting thing about the mother, you have it's time to talk to your mother and air out the old dirty laundry, or at least see through it. And she may not agree with you on everything, just like my mom needed to defy hers, and I'm like, this is how it's supposed to go. I had no idea. I was like the young one, so okay. But yeah, that's what's coming through. Okay, next up, I'm going to flip back down, okay? All right. You guys are going to get like a little bit dizzy from all of this, but we've got Spidey stuff coming through. The spinner of the web, the spinner of the tail, and the vibration is felt in the web. The vibration is felt in the web, the spinner of the tail. Spiders are hard workers. They work really hard to create the web, to create it, but the web is fragile. Handle with care when you do this. Handle with care. It doesn't mean you can't discuss the hard things, but handle with care so you actually can have a successful moving through of this, rather than an old warring energy or somebody that's defensive before you even get the conversation started. Handle with care. There's fragility in the web. What has been built, what has been done to the best of their ability is done to the best of their ability. Okay, going forward, the key. The key is into the new year. There's going to be holes in the story, holes in what you write that you don't know. We're getting the pen and the quill here. And we're getting the feather here. This is what we're getting. And this one has holes. There's gaps that she may not even know. The gaps are okay. Just do the best you can. She's going to not have all the answers or all the reasons or even all of what you want to come from the conversation, but it's a really great start. And then if you go here, You've got the seed. This is huge. This is planting new seeds for the next year to move forward, to move forward. But a seed isn't the corn. This is just a kernel of corn, right? So it's just the seed. There's lots and lots that can come from this, but you have to allow this to happen first and then give the seed time. It's going to need to be landing in fertile soil or put under extreme pressure. You do want to pop it or plant it. Up to you. This is how it needs to go. This feels like this is needing to be planted. So that's what I've got. That's complete. So wow, wow, wow. So that's insane. But that's what we've got. So, all right. So next up, we have Vivian, Deb, Steph, Kim. Okay, Vivian. So let me get some water and then we'll do Vivian's. 1 second. And are we doing another pinch for Vivian? Vivian full. Okay. Let me see if I can see yours and we'll see where your question is and if you've put it in there. Otherwise, we'll retype, whatever. Okay. Vivian full. And let me see if I can find. I'm trying to see where it is, and I'm not seeing your question. I hate to have you retype it if you've already typed it in, but I'm seeing your payment, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, hang on. There it is. There it is. Never mind. I'm getting it. Just 1 second. You need to know what you want to be mindful, look out for at your work for the next few months. And if there's any things that Spirit would want to tell you. Okay, you got it. You got it for Vivian. Okay, be mindful at work and what you want to look out for that Spirit wants to tell you. We're going into Mind's Eye for you. We're going into Lucy's favorite deck here, Mind's Eye Tarot. Okay, for Vivian. Be mindful at work. There is an air of knowledge, air of wisdom that needs to be through here. What you are wise about, you need to be quiet in your watching, quiet in what you're observing as you go through work, quiet in as you observe people. There might be political gossip, smack talk, snipe and gripe, office, water cooler stuff that doesn't serve. So step back away from the water cooler if you've got the office gossips and snipe and gripe. Step back from the water cooler. Step back. There needs to be air. There needs to be space and distance on that. Okay, what else? Something is being reconfigured. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to shift this down. You've got the 10 of Wands here. The burden right now at work is to bide your time a little bit. Bide your time, bite your tongue. The Tower. There's something that's going to be changing. And it feels like the structure, it feels like, now I don't know your work and I don't know your story, but it feels like the structure of who's the in charge people is going to be changing, whether they know it or not. And this is going to be a bolt out of the blue. This is like somebody that's been in position maybe of authority for a long time, suddenly moving and leaving the job behind, leaving vacancies behind, something like that. That's a liberation going on. So the burden for the grunts or the lower levels or the workers that are carrying the burden, there's a tower that shifts, and this is the challenge. They're going to have to reorganize. It feels like management wants to be reorganizing going on. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through. So now we have the conscious and subconscious. I'm going to flip it down. Conscious and subconscious. Juggling and struggling, and do I have enough? Do I have enough? Is it stable? Is it stable? This is the subconscious. The 5 of Swords. Should I leave the battlefield? Am I feeling defeated? Is there purpose in what I'm doing? You've already proven some of what your worth is, proven your point. There's nothing wrong with advocating for yourself a little more strongly if this is the workplace you want to stay in. There is something wrong with battle. So there's a difference between battle and advocacy. That's why we're getting the snipe and gripe before. That's why I'm saying step back from the water cooler. Know what it is that you want to balance and let yourself be in flow. Consciously, you have the 8 of Wands coming through and the Knight of Swords. Charge forward with your own truth, with your own integrity on this. This is huge for you. Get your ducks in a row. If you want to really sparkle and shine and show them what you can do, that's great to do. But you're going to have to be stealthy about it. High Priestess is coming in. She's coming in with a card of stealth. Sometimes she can be seen as predatory if she's in the reverse. Sometimes she just has wisdom that she's releasing a little bit at a time. Your High Priestess energy here is calling you to be wise here, quiet here. You don't need to be speaking anything about anyone other than yourself. And it's not wrong to toot your own horn or say, I've got that covered. You know the difference between snipe and gripe, gossip. Don't malign anyone, even if they're a schmuck. You be very wise and discerning in the words you choose. If somebody wants to think so-and-so is a schmuck, then you just let them tell you why they think that so-and-so is a schmuck. And then if they say, well, do you think he'd be good in this job? You could say, not, I don't know. What do you think? Flip it back for them because they're going to have to seek it out on their own. I know what that's about. That's just what's coming through. King of Pentacles in the recent past. Something that has been secure in the recent past, built up, and this is usually back to play. There's something about this one. She's going to need to be, she's usually great. She usually has this unknown wisdom or this better instinct for a purpose that's really divine, and she's looking out for others. But when she needs to be stealth, she needs to be stealth. There's secrets that need to unfold. It's like if somebody's totally incompetent at something, if you say, oh, they're incompetent at that, then you've influenced it. But if somebody's totally incompetent and they need to show that off, you're not going to get in the way of them showing off their own incompetence in whatever this is. I'm not sure that's what it's about, but you got to let it flow. You got to let it come out in a way that is apparent, not in a way that you come off as a gossip girl. I don't know what that is about. That's what's coming through. 6 of Coins. Universe trying to give something in the future, trying to balance the scales in the future. And then the Knight of Wands, a new charge, a new inspiration, new excitement to go forward. Same deck, second deck. Let's get a clarifier on this. Knight of Wands going forward. This is workspace, workspace. Yeah, bite your tongue and bide your time is coming through again. All right. The Two of Pentacles, yeah. This little bit of uncertainty that you've been steeping in, you keep your own balance. You keep your own integrity. You charge forward, keep doing what you need to do. Vivian says you can't shut your mouth. You know how to say things in a way where you ask a question where you have somebody else have to think the thought. So if I say, what in the F is going on? Everyone knows how to fill in the F. Sometimes people need to fill in the blank and it's more potent than actually speaking the word. Okay? You'll know. You'll know. 6 of Wands, being raised up and seen because you're balanced, because you're stable instead of unstable. This is the challenge for you. Don't get caught in the drama of the bullshit because it will diminish you. It doesn't mean you can't be truthful in what's going on or be truthful about the situation, but you need to be skilled in your communication. If somebody wants and really wants your opinion, you make them really seek for it. You don't just give them the easy answer. The High Priestess never gives the easy answer. She has the wisdom to let the seeker really ask the question and clarify the question and let the seeker really have to work to get to the answer, to gain the truth. Page of Pentacles. Then you come out shining like Batman. Then the student is ready and offers up something that is understood, heard, and received well. That's what's coming through. That's what's really coming through. Anything else she needs to know? You can point out a situation without condemning a person is what's coming through. You can point out a situation or what's going on, or this is looking a little rough in this area. Maybe we need to do this for efficiency, or maybe we need to do this for finance or bookkeeping reason, or whatever it is. You can clarify the situation without condemning the person. That's what you need to know. That's the Three of Cups. It shows you as a team player that way. You come off more celebrated and more lifted up, and you get the Three of Coins and the Three of Cups coming through here. This is the Three of Cups where you're lifting a glass. You're praising those that are doing good. You're praising what's going right. And what is a situation that's a tricky situation, you don't look like just a complainer or a whiner or a snipe and grape gossip girl. You've elevated the situation because you're looking for a solution. That's complete. That's what I've got. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I hope that makes sense to you. I think it will make sense in the coming weeks. So yeah, be wise in your water cooler talk. You know what I mean? All right. And that is the Lucy deck that I love called the Mind's Eye. And that's one that I instantly had to buy 2 of them. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So, okay. All right, I'm going to get some water, and then you guys let me know who's next. Deb, 1 pinch. Okay, Deb, just 1 second, and we'll get the pinches going again. All right. Let me get some water, then we'll get a pinch. You're welcome, Vivian. You are so, so welcome. Okay. 1 pinch for Deb, and then maybe cast 2 pinches afterwards. Give me a second. There we go, the chunks. 1 pinch for Deb. Let's see what's going on. Not looking, and splat. There we go. Oh, wow. There's something pivotal going on right now. Hierophant energy coming through on this key here. We've got the bright idea coming through here. Hopefully you can see that. We've got the bright idea, inspiration. We've got like Ace of Wands and Hierophant coming in here. We've got the star, but it feels like starfish story, not star like tarot star coming in. There's something about a cog in the wheel and also sun coming through with this one. This is just like a washer that I put in for my charms that I like. So the idea opens things up. The idea that you have is bringing illumination. You need to put more light on it. It will bring more abundance going forward. It's as pivotal and critical for you as the guy that throws the starfish back in the ocean in that old story, the guy that gives him another chance, a second chance, an opportunity coming in. Also having the interesting gift that you now have the clearance to go forward with. That's huge, really huge. Now, what else do we have here? Let me see this one closely. See if I can show you this. This is just horse. Now this one, it's not so much rider as it is horse, and it's not coming through as unicorn. It's just horse. So hopefully you can see that. But what is coming through is horse of a different color. The idea is that horse of the different color, the different approach, important for you right now. Doing it something altogether different. If we were to think in tarot terms, we would see it from a different perspective, like the Hanged Man. And once that epiphany drops, or the Nine of Swords, once that epiphany drops, or the Tower, once the bolt out of the blue comes in, it's all the aha, the powerful, powerful aha. And the horse of the different color. It's not coming through as a workhorse. It's coming through as horse of a different color. What do we have here? Oh, this is the Judgment card. This would be like the Judgment coming up. Sometimes also with the cross, the burden is relieved. You have the horse as far as the ability to do something, like workhorse, but horse with a different color. The idea is what helps carry the day, carry things through. Whatever you're thinking of, you need to switch it to a 180 because the Judgment is giving you a second chance to move something forward. And then here, if I can get this one up. I'm trying to get it, guys. These stupid fingernails sometimes really get the better of me when I'm doing the charms. This is news coming forward. And this is also coming forward as an invitation. Now, if you go into Lenormand's, you're going to see the letter, and that's what, I don't know if you can see that close enough, but it's an envelope. It's a letter, right? So I'm going to set it back down, and then I'm going to talk with you for a little bit about what we got going on here. Okay. So what this is saying is the brilliant idea you have, it's a horse of a different color. The brilliant idea you have that's totally upside down of where it's been is something you need to act on. It needs illumination. The sun is on there giving more illumination for abundance, how you're going to create more abundance, this brilliant idea. The Judgment, the second chance at something, or the resurrection, restoration, recreating a wholeness. Then this key coming through is coming through like the Hierophant. Access to something different, access to higher knowledge and learning, and the lesson of how valuable the starfish is, how valuable the individual is as they are, as truly who they are, being authentically them. This is what's coming through for you. This feels like it's coming through in a condensed way, and it doesn't feel like it's going crazy, crazy far out. I'm going to pull a card on this because I want one more card on this. Why not? We'll pull from the stained glass, see what we got here. Okay. Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork. You're going to have to take some collaborative energy, but you've got the skill set. In traditional Rider-Waite, we will see this. And you see the guy putting the stained glass window into the church, literally. And you see the benefactor and you see the priest. They need it done. They need it done. And they know that that guy is the key to the job, getting the job done. He's the artisan with the skill, with the know-how to do it. He's the one that can do it. That's what we've got coming up. That's what you got on your pinch. That's what came through. So hopefully that's helpful and makes sense to you. That's what came through. That's beautiful. It's like you are the starfish that doesn't need to be held up on the beach. It needs to be thrown back in the ocean to swim again, to do again, to move forward again. So that's what I've got. So, okay, list. Steph, Kim, Cass. Okay. So what are we doing, Steph? One pinch. You got it. You're welcome. All right. One pinch for Steph. Steph, what do you got going? I don't know how full you're packing your purse, but it feels like you're packing a little bit too much in your purse. Like I have a purse that can fit the whole kitchen sink and everything in it, to the point that you can't find anything after a while. But something about your purse is over full. So I don't know what that's going on. Let's see what came out in the pinch. Okay, here's the pinch. It came in tight, contained. Look how tightly contained it is. This is coming through more as a dagger than a feather. There's a sharpness with your knowledge and your words that you need to speak your words more kindly, more diplomatically, and you can do it, and you have your words be just as precise and skilled as a dagger or even a scalpel. But this came in as a sharp feather with knowledge and words. This is what's coming in. The rose. This is something that's very beautiful, and we've got the rose. We've got the every rose has its thorn song that comes to mind, but that's just the easy pickings, easy pickings. If you want the beauty of the rose, what do I always say? You already know what I'm going to tell you. You can't pry open the rose. You have to let it unfold how it unfolds. There's something that you're trying to over prepare. Ooh, look at how this one came out. That's over there. That was the judgment from the other one, but that was all right. It's probably just was under my boobs. But this one, the rose cannot be pried open. You have to let it bloom when it's ready to bloom. This is to do with your relationship with your partner, and this is also to do with your children. You have to let it unfold. You can't force something. You can drop wisdom bombs in very specific and strategic and surgical ways, but you can't do the work of them blooming for them, okay? All right, what else do we have here? We have the bigger feather here. This is the little thing. This allows the bigger feather, the transformation, the metamorphosis of the butterfly. And look, we even have the knife here in the scalpel. I'm telling you, I don't know if you can see this really well, but I'm going to pick it up so you can. We have the knife there. We have the feather that is larger here that came up, and the butterfly here. That's what came up, and this is the littler feather for comparison, and I'm mentioning it. It came through like a knife. It came through like a scalpel. The knife is right there. The knife is right there. That's why. Okay, I'm going to put these back down kind of in the positions that they were in. It's the best that I can with these goofy nails on, but we're going to see what we can do. I want to see what's in the middle and in the heart of it right here. Oh, Capricorn season, stubbornness in the bull coming through. This is something in December, and this is also coming through as stubbornness. You cannot just force through something, and I don't know what that is about, honey, but you can't force it through, and you can't stubborn it. You can hold your own, hold your boundary, hold the line, hold the way of communication, but you can't force it any faster. I don't know what that's about, but that's what it's about. So, shiny, pointy things, yeah. Then we have here the writer. There's news and there's money coming in the news. There's news and reward coming in. This is coming in more like Lenormand writer. You know what that is? That's news, that's something, and this is someone bringing something forward. There's going to be a swiftness of change coming up. Now, what do we got that going on? Then the money is coming in, and I'm getting a month off of this. It's not the hugest. It's not like a Benjamin. It's more like a coin, like a quarter, like a penny, like a dime, right? All of that. It's a little increment of time. A little bit of time resource is going to need to expire before you can move forward with this. I'm not sure what all this is about. You know what this is about. Be patient in the waiting for people to bloom or people to unfold when they want to unfold. Be patient in the waiting of this. You're doing just fine. You don't have to over-direct and over-correct. Let it unfold. That's what I've got. Is that making sense to you? Because that's what's come through. And it feels like complete. It feels like I've preached and preached. You're probably like, she's annoying. But that's what's coming through. So, yeah. Yeah. Today's special charms, special pinches. Yeah, I don't always break out the charms. I sometimes do. Beautifully? Good. Glad it makes sense. Glad it helps. If it's coming through beautiful, it's not like, don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She sounds delusional. No, you've got it. You've got it. Okay. Kim, 2 pinches. Okay, Kim. 2 pinches. Let's see what's going on. Kim, we've got a shit ton going on for you. Those are, I got pinch, and those are big pinches, so we're going to see what's going on. It's like you're trying to jam pack everything in so fast. It's just utterly ridiculous. Okay. This is the fall, and you want the harvest coming in big. You've got the fall leaf over here, way right here. If I can get it. The fall leaf is coming through. This is the change of seasons, and you're feeling it. You can't hang on to summer any longer. Let the leaves fall. Let this shit fall where it falls with other people. Let them reap the consequences of whatever it is. There are seasons, there are cycles, there's Wheel of Fortune energy coming through on that. It's the fall. Some things have to fall. Sometimes what is complete needs to be complete, and things come through in a different season. We have the book opening up, and then we have the hearts that are joined. Sometimes we have people in our worlds, and we think that this is romance, or couple, and there's other relationships to be made and connections to be made that come out of this. This is honoring the daughter energy, the mother-daughter energy, more than the equal romance energy, because one heart is big, one heart is small. It's not 2 of the same size. There's something honoring the mother-daughter energy. The book is open. The wisdom is there. The wisdom needs to be there for this time and season for whatever reason. For as long as that energy needs to be there, and for whatever lesson or gift you can share, that is the wisdom that you can share at this time, you will do sufficiently. Don't doubt it. Don't worry about it. That's what's coming through there. Let's see what else is going through. Again, we've got the tree right here. There's something that it is a backward looking tree. Here's the tree full of leaves, full of leaves. It's the fall. You got to let some of this shake out on its own. Let it land where it lands. Let people understand the consequence of choice, and it's going to be okay. There's something that is screwed to the roots of a thing, something that is adhered to the roots. Now, if we're in the land of past lifetime, and if we're looking at past lives, we might see people come in as sisters, brothers, mothers, family, that come in as friends right now. We might see people come in as elders, teachers, children in different roles. We've all been different roles. We've all been the goodies. We've all been the baddies. We've all been the prominently masculine or the prominently feminine. Time after time after time, we have this sliver of information. What's screwed to the roots here? The lesson for the people around you that are very much around you in family tree and those connected with family tree. It's there. You've been mingled in each other's life, life after life after life. It's screwed to the roots. This is blooming and growing, but this is the season where the consequences have to fall. Okay, I'm going to go back down so you can see. Back down, back down. There's peace that comes in that needs full illumination. You've got the sun and moon. Very interesting. You have the dove of peace here that you can see right here. And then you have the sun and moon coming in strong. The sun, really, really abundant knowledge, abundant knowledge, abundant knowledge. There's still things that you don't know that are a mystery yet to unfold. This is going to sound so mom, bossy, grandma, whatever. You've got the wisdom that you can share, that you can expand. Drop the wisdom and truth bombs how you can in the most gracious way, and allow there to be light and illumination and growth to happen. Allow that for those around you, not just one, but for those around you to be able to grow. Some of them are only going to catch a glimpse of it, like the moon, like a sliver. Some of them are only capable of taking in a sliver of that light, but it's still light. It's still important for you to share what you can in the knowledge there. Now let's look again a little bit further. We've got the star, we've got the bird, and we've got the anchor. Again, the star is this one is coming in more like the tarot star card right here. And then we've got the bird, the talking, the communication, and then we've got the anchor. The anchor is turning sideways. Somebody is trying to change something that is a difficult situation, and it's been screwed in for a long time to the roots, but the anchor came in sideways. It's trying to turn. You know, when a ship needs to pull up anchor to go to a different sea, to go to a different part of the journey, this is what's happening very much with someone around you. This is what's going on. The key that looks like the roller skate key or the knitting key, this one you stick in this little key, you stick it into this thing and you tighten the knitting needles when you have interchangeable knitting needles. And so you have to put that key in order to tighten by going in opposite directions. This is what's going on. So it's like this feels like one thing, this feels like opposite direction of it going over here. Somebody not quite ready to tread their path. It's coming, but they need to be walking. Shoes are made for walking. Boots are made for walking. High heel shoes, stilettos, Devil Wears Prada, anything that is the fighting shoes, badass, sexy high heel shoes ready to go. The flip-flops. She needs to walk lightly and carefully, but she needs to walk in her own power and her own truth. It feels like a little bit of a mismatch, and there's a reluctance to do so. It's why it's so important that you shine and show support in the way that you can right now. Now, what do we have here before that? Let me see if I can get this dog so it will show. There's a loyalty, a fealty to a friendship that is important for you. A loyalty to be known, a loyalty that you will always want best for this other. And the loyalty to self that you show to self and you show to other is part of the lesson that needs to go over. There's a lot of self-love lesson that you are teaching by example and by honoring someone being very true to themselves. There's a protected time around the holidays coming up. You see the angel here and the holiday wreath here. There's a protected time coming through. There's a lesson in the protection and divineness, the nature of what the holidays are about for us as we go forward. There's something that's a circle of completion going forward. There's a shedding here. We've got this, you can call it newt, lizard, or gecko, or chameleon, or iguana, or whatever, but you've got this little tiny dragon coming through. having to learn how to do tiny dragon things before they can take off and move forward. The tiny dragon, the plane, and then we've got the flower before it blooms. Anything else? Do we have a time frame? It's going to be very dependent on how quickly this person wants to walk in these shoes. You can't rush this for them either. They're already turning this anchor sideways. They're already trying to figure out the shoes that they want to walk in and how they step in their own truth. How they stand up for themselves in their own truth is what they're figuring out. And how they do it in such a way that is protective of themselves and less damaging for the whole. I don't know what that's about. You'll know better than I, but that's what's going on. That's what's coming through. And this is what's coming through in the 2 pinches. So hopefully that makes sense. So yeah. So that's what we got. So I'm going to put those back in and I'll get some water. Yeah, hopefully it made sense. Yeah, and again, right in the middle is that knitter's key where you're turning 2 different directions. 2 different turns. Hydrate the water, you betcha. Yeah, important. So that's what we got. All right, let me get the water and we'll see what's going on next. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're doing charms, $10 a piece, and I don't know who's up on the line for tarot or who's up for what else is going on. So if you guys will let me know. I'm going to stop the recording now because it's over an hour, and then we'll start it again, and I'll just upload both recordings a little bit later.